Long ago, in a prosperous kingdom, there lived a wise and just ruler, King Vikram. He was young, handsome, and admired for his bravery and fairness. Many princesses from neighboring kingdoms wished to marry him, but he refused every proposal, saying his heart was still searching. In the royal court lived the king's cunning counselor, who had a daughter named Lilavati. She had already lost her heart to the king and dreamed of becoming queen. Her father, too, wished for this union. But Vikram showed no interest in her, and this rejection planted seeds of jealousy in Lilavati's heart. Whenever the king felt restless, he would leave the palace for hunting in the forest. One day, while hunting deep in the woods, King Vikram lost his way. Night approached, and he stumbled upon a shimmering lake hidden among tall trees. Tired and thirsty, he sat by its bank. Suddenly, a radiant woman emerged from the waters. Her beauty glowed like moonlight. The king, mesmerized, asked, "Who are you, O Lady of the Lake?" She smiled and replied softly, "I am Chandramukhi, an Ikchadhari Nagin, a serpent who can take any form. For 100 years, I have meditated here to gain divine powers." Though surprised, the king felt no fear. Instead, the two began speaking, and soon their meetings at the lake became frequent. Over time, friendship blossomed into love. Chandramukhi agreed to marry King Vikram, but with one condition. "You must never try to see my true form or follow me when I go to the lake. Swear this to me." The king promised. They married, and happiness filled Vikram's palace. But when Lilavati saw Chandramukhi for the first time, jealousy burned within her. To her, Chandramukhi was the obstacle to her lifelong dream. With her father's help, she began plotting against the new queen. Every day, Chandramukhi would visit the lake. The counselor and Lilavati whispered poison into the king's ears. "Why does she go alone? What is she hiding from you? A queen with secrets cannot be trusted." At first, Vikram ignored their words. But doubt is like a seed once planted. It grows. Curiosity began to gnaw at him. One evening, unable to resist, King Vikram secretly followed Chandramukhi to the lake. Hidden behind a tree, he watched as she transformed into a giant serpent before gliding into the water. His heart pounded with terror. The truth of her form shook him deeply. That night, Chandramukhi confronted him. "You broke your promise, Vikram. You saw what was not meant to be seen. I cannot stay here anymore." The king fell to his knees, begging forgiveness, but her eyes were filled with sorrow. "If your love is true and your heart pure, I will return, but only after you pay the price for breaking my trust." With those words, she disappeared into the lake's depths. Heartbroken, King Vikram devoted the rest of his life to penance. He served his people with even greater compassion, ruling with wisdom and kindness. He spent countless nights meditating by the lake, waiting, hoping, praying for Chandramukhi's return. Years turned into decades. The king grew old, but his love did not fade. One quiet evening, as the sun set in golden light, the lake shimmered once again. From its waters emerged Chandramukhi, radiant as ever. She smiled gently and said, "You have redeemed yourself, my king. Your patience, repentance, and true love have brought me back." Tears filled Vikram's eyes as they embraced. After years of separation, they were reunited stronger than before. Moral of the story: love cannot survive without trust. Once broken, trust is hard to rebuild. But with true repentance, devotion, and patience, even the deepest wounds can heal.